Hey guys, I think a new Resident Evil game just got announced. If you can read this right here, I think it says. Hold on, let me just move some of this guy. R
For thousands of years, I've laid dormant. Who has disturbed? Oh, it's Resident Evil.
RE9. Very nice RE9.
Woo, RE9.
Let's watch the trailer thing. Maybe I guess I could. Shall I remove some of the puppets there?
Yeah, I think you should.
Well,
okay, I'll hide a few of them. I'll hide a few of them. I guess we'll just comment on stuff as we see them. Oh, I want to comment. So, I find this kind of surprising because we've had FBC, BSAA, TerraSave, TriCell, DSO, etc. They like inventing new organizations, and this time they just went with FBI. We just have FBI.
That is the most fictitious organization.
I feel like that's kind of. Wait, FBI's top 10 what?
Is that Mia?
Most wanted.
Most wanted.
This kind of looks like Mia, by the way.
It does. Yeah.
Huh. I
Well,
guess
that would make sense given what she was doing in RE7.
It's kind of hard. I wish I could.
She wasn't the kindest individual.
I wish I like a photo mode, like zoom in here, like move the camera, but I guess
the photo mode of the trailer.
Let's watch it in slow motion. Actually, this is going too fast. There's probably stuff we can point out here.
Oh, maybe there's more people on the left here, by the way, but on the wanted.
Oh, yeah, wanted by FBI. That dude is wanted. There's all the paperwork. So this
it's a good thing she has a wanted poster in her cubicle to remind her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's most wanted again?
They're wanted by Grace specifically. Government office, very officey forest.
Yeah, I think this is something that really puzzles me. I wonder if the main character that we're going to play as might be just very stupid because this is a forest. It's not an abandoned government office. I don't know. This is she's writing a really bad report.
It is a Resident Evil game. It's completely possible the main character is not the smartest. I would love them for it.
I like this slow motion, very cinematic now.
Wow, you can really see the hairs.
Fired.
Look at the hair strands. Right there. Hair strands.
Oh, sorry. I need to look at the... you're right. Does this guy have hair strands? Can't really tell. Does she have hair strands?
Does she? Maybe?
God, it's too blurry.
Oh, wow. The texture on that suit.
Right,
maybe hair strands, maybe no.
It would be cool if that hair strands for everyone. This though, definitely hair strands. So that's nice. I like
very nice hair.
Is there some weird rendering layering issue going on over here over the lights? That's there's some layering issues here.
Just like real life.
Weirdly enough, I would like the extra, some of the back hair.
And thanks to us discovering this, the game will now be delayed.
It's doing it here as well, down there. That's some weird layering issues.
Wait, stop.
Nope.
Look, pencils.
Oh shit! Wow. Pencils in the game.
Oh wow!
And pens.
There's some sharp ones.
Whoa!
And scissors.
Have we had pencils in Resident Evil before?
I don't think so.
Crazy.
I can't unsee this now. I'm so sorry.
Well, fortunately, we're on a new camera angle here, so but the hair strands, they're looking good. Oh no, they're clipping.
Oh shit! Through the glass.
Oh no! Each mistake we find, the game will be delayed by 1 more month. So we'll get revealed here in a second the name of one of the characters in this game. Is this too much slow motion? Should I fast motion?
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, as you could hear,
on the badge, by the way,
he said Miss Ashcroft. So yeah, you can see here, Grace Ashcroft can very easily read this. So yeah, she's the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from the Outbreak games.
Yes.
Potentially.
Memorial first. Oh, we have another look at the wanted poster.
No.
Almost looks like one of the R4 remake villages. I don't know.
It does.
It's possible that it is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me too much.
Are they hair strands? Are these hair strands? I'm not sure if I can tell.
So. Potentially.
And it is in high resolution.
Maybe we get more of a close-up in his office.
Look, she's on XL.
Huh?
She is doing Excel spreadsheets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's just like us, for real.
Very tall screen.
Mm-hmm.
She's got it like flipped 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh! That book landed on her foot. Wow.
Ooh.
Hair strands?
Mm.
It could be. I don't know. I feel like I
Doesn't
can't
look
really
like
tell, but it could be.
Strong hairs.
It would be cool if they applied hair strands to more characters, because RE4 remake, there weren't that many characters that had there was Leon, Ashley, I think Louis got it in the DLC, and maybe I forget who else had it.
Ada?
Oh, yeah, of course, Ada. Ada's a character in that game. That's
Wesker.
Whoa. Oh yeah, Wesker.
There's a really deep voice in this game. What the hell?
No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body.
Oh no.
One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
I like this version of the trailer.
Now I need a good technical.
Pretty good. I don't know. The hairstyles even looks okay, but fully blurred. They don't look too wonky. I feel like I don't know.
Doesn't look dithered or anything.
Okay.
I will say that, compared to RE7 or 9, I'm very happy we have a character with a face.
Your eyes.
Right.
I feel like that's pretty good. I'm not sure if it's visible here. I guess not visible here, but they did release high resolution screenshots.
You're about to point out that she has a beard.
yes, she has a beard. No, they're actually rendering peach fuzz on character faces in this, but it's not really visible here. It's visible elsewhere though. But I think that's a new for our engine titles. That's the name of the guy, Nathan Dempsey, special agent in charge. It's Federal Bureau of Investigations, hotel case.
Renwood.
The Renwood Hotel.
So yeah, I guess we should look more carefully at some of this stuff. Yeah, this is where a hotel where Alyssa was murdered, right? I think they mentioned it happened 8 years ago. Yeah,
potential murder.
Yeah.
You actually see the crime scene tape and the little thingies for evidence still on the floor.
Yeah.
Where they photograph the evidence.
Oh, she's very shook.
Oh no.
Well, that's Alyssa. Hold on, let me show that again.
Yep.
There we go, close up at Alyssa. So, do you guys think she's actually dead? I feel like I don't know.
I think it's a plot twist.
Me too.
I feel like I don't know. Just seeing her makes me think that maybe there could be a flashback sequence where we're players. I feel like that might be a thing. I don't know.
I will say though, they did a very faithful transition of her break renders into the
really
engine.
good.
It's kind of crazy.
I probably should have included images of Alyssa, old Alyssa, in the podcast, but I forgot, so I can't really compare.
And that's not to say the other characters look bad, it's just what hurts damn that is one.
Oh yeah, so this is I don't know if they're gonna imply this was the first that they killed Alyssa, and I just want to point out that I'm pretty sure this is the raincoat killer from Deadly Premonitions. I don't know, games all these days, they're all about collabs. So it's pretty crazy they're adding this guy to this game.
I'm sure it's not taken from Alan Wake. It's just some dude.
Like that.
Yeah.
Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Yeah, there you go. She died 8 years ago. That was one. I need to stop at and look at all these things. I need to look at all the frames, even though not too high resolution. So yeah, that's But I don't know. I feel like maybe there's going to be like a playable section where you play as Alyssa and like run away from the raincoat killer, and then you get killed.
You see that maybe be the prologue.
Maybe, I don't know. You don't think we're watching the prologue right now? Like this is how the game starts with.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I see Peach Fuzzy?
Maybe a little bit on the right side.
I can't tell. It's. I wish. I wish publishers would. Oh god, I should be pausing. I wish publishers would release videos at like high quality. But these days, like they just link to YouTube videos instead, and that's a bummer. I guess that's outside the hotel. Maybe.
The Ramwood Hotel.
I think there's a bedroom inside the hotel.
Isn't that just the bedroom where we hid from the giant baby in RE8?
It looks like it.
Oh no.
Giant baby, you say?
Oh, that's man. We need to look at the man again.
It's Double Man.
Yeah, so Double Man is appearing in this game. Holy shit!
Getting out of hand, there are two of them.
Oh, so there's
Red
room
door,
201. Remember that? Very important.
I've been there.
Are you the killer, Pvimto?
Huh?
Pretty detailed eye.
Wow.
Very detailed eye.
I can't believe that's a really neat callback to the RE1 opening. OG.
It's a little bit. I was going to say the peach fuzz was kind of visible in the close-up of the face. It's like kind of air, but that could also just be trailer blur.
Dramatic aberration. Ew.
It is definitely visible in some images that I can show later. But I mean, graphically the game looks super good. Very, very, very detailed. Look at those hair strands. The hair strands can be upside down. Oh my god!
Yeah, that is actually kind of the first type because it wasn't really the case in the other games.
Yeah.
The hair
see that she's doing her best Maria impression from Silent Hill 2.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this area looks pretty fancy. Nice curtains.
Reflections.
Yeah, these reflections look better than the screen space reflections in Orange games. I wonder if this is ray traced reflections right now.
I could see it be ray tracing.
Yeah, probably.
Who are they?
These are definitely stock photos. So I feel like I've seen this face in RE games before in like pictures.
The people walking outside. Rain looks pretty good. There's a pretty fancy rain.
Yeah.
The dude here with the gramophone.
Leon?
God.
Let's go.
There's been weird like fan speculations. They basically think every character we see in the trailer is like some kind of famous character from the RE franchise. That's basically every fan speculation these days.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, we're going back to Raccoon City in this game, and like the first time I saw this, I just started thinking, like, does this make sense? So first of all, I started looking up like, hey, like, would it still be radioactive? But apparently, it wasn't even a nuke that killed it. Like that was like retro. I forget the word, but that's something like changed after the fact, right?
Retconned?
Yeah, retconned.
Yeah.
So I forget the name, but it's some kind of like thermo something.
Thermobaric missile?
Yeah. So I guess they didn't have to worry about the radiation. But then Raccoon City wouldn't be in this state like after 30 years. Like someone would have gone in here and done stuff with the city, right? I feel like that aspect is slightly weird.
It's kind of like in between a nuke and a thermobaric with how this looks.
Yeah.
It gives me Star Wars Rise of Skywalker vibes.
Does that guy have hair strands?
That's a good question.
Yeah, seems like it.
Maybe I wouldn't mind having this like high resolution, but
looks like no hair strands.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say I thought
I'm getting like RPG cop vibes from this guy, but surely they wouldn't have zombies in Raccoon City, right? That would be kind of silly.
Who is that?
I've seen a lot of people speculate. Well, some people speculate that this is this is Hunnigan, but I don't know. That's we see basically nothing of that character. Yeah. It's her.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh no, it's just a spin-off.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
never mind.
I guess they won't have like officially numbers anymore. Like Village didn't have a number officially. Like this didn't have either. So I guess that they've technically stopped it, even though they did show a number. Oh yeah, that's release date.
They like highlight them in the title. Like REA would like highlight the letters that would make the number.
Yeah, the Vil in Village and the Z in
7.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say as well.
So the whole Raccoon City thing is kind of giving me Star Wars Rise of Skywalker vibes, because that movie decided that the Death Star, like even though it went bada bim bada boom, like you, for some reason you just had like pieces on a distant planet that somehow hadn't like deteriorated.
It feels like very very blatant fan service to me. I'm very curious if they have like a good in-story reason as to why they're going back. I would assume like I mean they show RPD, so maybe like it's like
you here for a sec.
The mansion's gone.
If this is supposed to be the mansion, why is the mansion basically in the middle of town? There's a part of the town back here, but on every side. Like the forest was supposed to be on the outskirts where the mansion was.
Supposed to be up in the mountains, like our
Do we have a reason to believe this would be the mansion?
No, I don't think so.
A big hole from the self-destruct sequence.
I just took this as like the nuke site.
Unless that's where the missile hit.
Yeah, that's what I took it as.
Yeah. I mean, we saw the boom in RE1, and like that very much destroyed the like mansion and nothing else. So I don't know.
Is this the Icewave mountain?
I would assume so. There's
this is chromatic aberration. This is
Oh.
horrible. Nuke this instead.
I mean, the mountain range is like in the back. Like there's hills everywhere in the background of this shot. But
yeah. Wow. I was gonna say that I'm willing to put like the in universe reason why they're going back to this place is because they're probably gonna get like a lab thing, because the lab was underneath RPD in our RE2 remake, right? Well, just RE2.
It was beneath the nest. Yeah, the nest was in RE3 remake, but that was below the hospital.
Yeah, like Nest 2, that was Nest 2, and RE2 had Nest 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was Nest 2 that's underneath RPD.
No, this is Nest 1. The hospital had Nest 2.
Okay, okay, I can't keep track of all the nests, the human nests. So, like all of these locations we're seeing in the trailer, do you think any of these are Raccoon City? Well, I mean, except for this.
That one.
like this. Is this Raccoon City? Is this Raccoon City? Is this Raccoon City?
The hospital, so the part where Grace is tied up. I believe from people that played the demo at Summer Games Fest and saw the gameplay there, said that was in Raccoon City.
They did?
Yeah.
Wait, I kind of assume that would be the hotel where her mother was murdered. Is that in Raccoon City? Or is it not the hotel?
They said the people who played it said it was some kind of hospital.
Yes, I have the same.
But
do we know if this shot is from the demo? Because this is the monster that is in the demo, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This doesn't look very hospital-y, this hallway though.
This looks pretty hotel-y.
I guess the question is like, is most of this city just like in a fairly okay state? I mean, I don't know. I guess most of these buildings are just fine, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
And stuff here is a little bit less fine.
I guess I can read the segment that is listed on the official website for the game. Everything is set in motion when a body, the victim of unidentifiable disease, is discovered in an abandoned hotel, which is kind of what is mentioned in the trailer. FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft is assigned to the case, but the crime scene is at the very same hotel where her mother died 8 years ago. Grace prepares to finally face the past and make her way to the scene but this one case leads to uncovering the hidden truth behind the outbreak in Raccoon City, the biological disaster that shooketh the world. Will this be the requiem that finally lays the memories of that abhorrent disaster to rest?
I thought we already knew what caused it.
Clearly we didn't. Clearly we didn't, Pvimto. You haven't been paying attention to the 47 retcons.
You don't know who pressed the button to fire the missiles? Probably Steve. Screw that guy.
He's the villain behind everything. He probably created Ethan as well.
It's a very nice building.
It is pretty nice.
But I can switch to the images that I have prepared here.
Yes.
So Icewave wanted me to include this image as a reference to some Raccoon City Returned. Yeah.
God.
This looks like Resident Evil 1 on the Game Boy Color.
It kind of does.
Lips.
Yeah, the lips are great.
That's my favorite part.
Wow. Is there pixel crimes here?
Maybe. This is actual image he sent, but I slightly enhanced it.
I prefer the Game Boy version.
Here's comparison. I saw some people say that Grace can look like a Rose, but
side by side, they don't look anything alike.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think I have another
if
comparison.
There's any character I feel like Grace sort of reminds me of, it's more like Claire.
With kind of Jill's haircut.
And even then, that's like only similar-ish, but not quite.
There's another comparison. This is Rose and this is Grace, and I don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Nope.
Is this where you can see?
Peach Fuzz.
You can see it a bit.
You can kind of see Peach Fuzz there. So that's,
full-grown Peach Fuzz.
Oh yeah.
Look at that nose hair. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Too detailed.
Going
I'm
further.
going too far. So this is another image of Grace Ashcroft in her, I don't know, like adventure gear. I guess this is the outfit she'll be wearing for a lot of the game, and you can see she gets a boom boom or a pistol. Wow.
Well, it's kind of funny because she already loses this jacket, so she gets Leon'd.
And she loses it pretty quickly.
I was. Is it a chance like she enters the hotel in like her FBI outfit and then maybe she gets this outfit later? Because the shirt is the same as also the shirt she wears during the FBI scene in the trailer. I don't know.
Well, if in the trailer, like if she's like tied up, she is wearing the shirt, but then she's already lost the jacket, and that part where she's like in like that captured, that was the demo, which might be start of the game.
I feel like it makes sense to be the start of the game, but I don't know. We have some key art here again. Like they like to showcase this version of the outfit.
It's a backpack.
Backpack.
I wonder how much inventory space she can hold.
I guess we don't see the backpack here, but she might be over there too. Maybe, I don't know. And that's Raccoon City again. If you guys didn't notice, that's in the game. Just there's some high-res screenshots.
Ooh, maybe we can get a high-res look at the wanted poster.
Ocean!
Whoa.
When I first saw Grace, I thought she was Sherry.
I thought it was going to be Jill, to be honest.
I think I've seen people that are currently speculating that it's not Grace, but it's actually like Natalia grown up or Rose given a new identity. I don't know. Ari fans are crazy. No, this is the same image as earlier again. And
I mean, the moment they said Grace Ashcroft, it should be pretty clear who it is and what's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, before that moment, you can be like, oh, is it Sherry? Is it Jill? Is it Steve reincarnated as a girl?
So yeah, these are some of the new images they've released after some people were able to like test out the game at not E3. I guess we can like babble even more about that. So in that section, you play as Grace. Like it takes place immediately after she's like freed herself, like this thing where she's apparently been like drained of blood or something.
Yeah,
and it's like a stalker section. We have to avoid this big monster thing. A lot of people speculating by that monster is Lisa Trevor.
Lisa Trevor?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. It might be. Apparently, she sounds similar.
I'm gonna throw the game out the window if that's the case, because like it's silly enough that we go back to like Raccoon City. Like if you're gonna like bring back everyone and everything that they thought was dead, it seems kind of silly to me.
It's actually going to be the tyrant from RE1, even though you blew him up with the rocket launcher at the end of the game, and then the mansion exploded. It's actually still the same tyrant. He Deadpool regenerated back to full health.
And stole Mr. X's hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Which also survived.
Are these the same pants as in this render? I'm just
Looks
curious.
like
Is she
kind of
wearing
black
this
jeans.
outfit or the FBI outfit when she's
That
in this?
outfit.
Hold on, I need
She
to
has, like,
investigate.
boots on?
I need to go back to the trailer. This is very important. What are her pants? I need pants information. Where's she wearing like?
I don't think we get
Chapter?
pants confirmation.
Hurrah!
Look, yeah,
pants.
jeans. Those are jeans.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I guess it is her adventure outfit, but minus the jacket.
And look, she's heartbroken.
Get out.
So yeah, like about this demo that people were able to play. So it is by default in first person, but there's a toggle to play it in third person. And I saw one guy mention that even if you turn it to third person, it will still switch to first person, but like for like certain scenes, like maybe like certain like tiny cutscenes or something. So it definitely seems like I think it also like I think the game just recommends you, hey, this is made first person, you should play it first person. So this yeah, I don't want to sound too negative, but as someone that didn't like RE7 whatsoever and wasn't too keen on RE8, I might buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RE8 had like the third person, but it felt very much like
It was
a
garbage.
first person game forced to third person mode. Like it, in my opinion, it controlled pretty bad the third person mode, and it didn't feel good. And with how people have described the toggle, that just immediately reminds me of that. But some people have been saying that the animations have been reworked and it looks and feels better than RE8's. But
That's what I had too.
I'm very curious because I feel like when you do the controls for a third-person game or first-person game, I feel like you would do that differently. Like, I feel like in first-person, you want to be instantly responsive. You want like locomotion that is like constant speed in first-person, but in third-person, you probably want more animation-driven locomotion. So I am uncertain about that stuff. Like if you've played like RE4 Remake, for instance, it's very like animation, like focused, like the movement. So I don't know. I'm very.
So have you
curious.
played GTA 5?
that was actually the comparison I was thinking of as well, because that at some point got a mode where you could switch between first and third person, and that was pretty seamless. But yeah, if it plays like RE8, then
yeah, I am curious if they did work to try to make the third person mode feel better than that game, because yeah, I briefly tried RE8 in third person too, and it's very 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 obvious. It's made for first person. Another thing is that if you make a game primarily for like first person, I feel like it's kind of unlikely they're gonna do a more like action-based combat and like melee stuff as an RE4 remake. I mean, I don't think I would have expected that anyway. But either way, like the combat they made for the first-person RE title so far, I haven't felt it to be very compelling.
The combat in quotations, in the loose sense of the word, that was in the demo was you hide and throw bottles.
Run away.
Yeah.
Run away. I mean, I'm assuming, given the fact that in the render she has a pew pew, that's not going to be the whole game, but yeah.
I feel like out of context, if you go back to the last picture, it kind of looks like OG Ashley.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Same color eyes, same color hair, an earring, orange. Basically Ashley.
Yeah, maybe it's Ashley. That's a good point. So yeah, like about the demo, I watched Maximilian's video on it, and he said like the gameplay reminded him a lot of Alien Isolation, where like where the Not Lisa monster would suddenly appear out of nowhere, and then I like had to quickly go hide. He also mentioned there was one room in the demo that was always safe, so like one tactic was just like always run back there after you saw the scary monster person. And yeah, I don't know, I don't know, I'm still what to think, because as I said, I wasn't a big fan of RE7, RE8, and this is the same team making this as well, and I don't know, yeah, they will need to convince me that they're doing a better job with like gameplay stuff. And
we will get to see actual gameplay at Gamescom, because that's when the game will be playable to the public.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's probably safe to assume that they'll release like an official trailer then again, given the fact that the game's going to be playable there.
Yeah.
Likely.
Will we get a demo then, do you think?
No.
At the event, yes, but announce the download, definitely not. I feel like that is going to be like later this year, if early next year.
Maybe January.
That's usually a few weeks before the game releases.
That's what they usually do.
I feel like January or very early February is when that is probably targeted.
Yeah.
I feel like if they do release a demo, it'll be because Sony threw money at Capcom.
Oh yeah, like a PlayStation 5 exclusive demo or something.
Oh yeah, they did that with Village. Yeah.
They did that for both 7 and 8. Like 7 was like the kitchen demo, and RE8 was like the maiden demo that was
maiden
like
demo,
just super weird, because it was like kind of very nothing.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes where you just kind of walk before you open the door, and then Lady Dimitrescu's like, hello, and then she stabs you.
Oh, hello.
And it wasn't even a part of the full
game.
Well, actually, you can find diary entries from the main character in the full game. Kidding.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know, like how often you get stalked by Not Lisa Trevor, but I will quickly say that I feel like
I'm tired of that.
I feel like the RE games hasn't they really like adding stalker enemies. I feel like they never feel like they're a proper part of the gameplay. They always felt like kind of gimmicky how they implemented. So
I just don't think they do it well. Like I think that's the thing. Like they ruin the flow too easily. And especially when you see like out of bounds footage of how Mr. X work, it's like he's always like essentially teleporting around. Like,
I mean, there's a bunch of moments in the game where he will literally teleport to a nearby room, and that happens every single time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like a very dynamic system. And also, like, I don't know, whenever he appears, based on my memory, you just like run to a safe room, you wait like 1 or 2 minutes, and then you go out again and hope it doesn't randomly show up. Like it's not very compelling gameplay wise.
It gets old really fast, and it's like we had RE7, RE2 remake, RE3, which is fair. RE3 that was like the thing that Nemesis, and even then he's not really that much after.
Yeah, I mean, it works great in RE3 because he never stalks you really. It's like 1 or 2 sequences that's very short, and that's it.
We had it in RE8 as well, so like we had it 4 games in a row.
Technically, Resident Evil 4 remake for that one set piece where Mendes chases you.
Yeah, but like at least it's just once, so I'll give RE4 a pass. At least it's just once. But yeah,
RE5 and 6 had it as well with the car partners. Gosh.
Oh no! There's a very important question relating to RE4 now that we just mentioned it. Can you go to the screenshot with the door? That's like close up on the door.
One.
Oh. Yep. Will the key rotate the correct way, Sectus? Will it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my god! I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope they've learned. I hope they've tried to open a door in real life by now. I don't know.
I mean, with the way how this is tilted, it looks like it's rotating the wrong way because the top is moving towards this side to the wall. So they might not have learned how to open a door in these years.
Oh no, Capcom, why? Oh no.
But yeah, fancy doors and keys with potential puzzles.
You need the helmet key.
Oh.
You need the dancing baby angel baby key.
Yeah, hopefully it has a good puzzle. Like, I feel like the puzzle implemented recent RE games, it goes like up and down in quality.
From that same video from Maximilian that you mentioned earlier, I believe he did mention that there was some sort of puzzle in the demo environment.
Yeah, but it also just sounded like stuff like, oh, you have to.
Is that a typewriter?
Perhaps.
Kind of looks like
maybe.
it. But like, I feel like the puzzles that he explained sounded very much like that. Oh, yeah, there's something that's taped shut. You have to find a knife with it, like to like put it open. I feel like it was that kind of puzzle where like it was like finding an item and like using it in like a super obvious place, but which might even have like an objective marker on it. I don't know. So
it'll probably have yellow tape. Everyone's favorite thing in Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
games.
that might be a thing again.
People will be so pissed if it has yellow tape again.
This image looks like she's has like first person animations, but it's third person. Like the way she's holding the lighter so far ahead in front of her, so you can see it in first person.
It would be amazing if the third person mod just behaved the same way as my third person mod for R8. They just put like zero effort into it. That'd be pretty fun.
That the torso like stretches back to the camera depending on the weapon you use.
Yep.
That'd be pretty funny.
It'd be pretty great. There's one topic I want to cover, which is I feel like it's I'm not sure how to cover it because I guess I'll just very, very, very quickly rant and say that I don't like leakers. Developers put a lot of time and effort into a project. Like they kind of forced to keep it secret for freaking forever. So they want to see how people react honestly and like earnestly to reveals for the game. So I don't. So if there's someone out there with inside information you've gotten somehow, just please think of the poor developers and don't say anything. I don't know. It's there's been some big leaks regarding this game, and that kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
And I'm uncertain if I should cover that topic or not because it is. I mean, it is something that also just like makes sense in a way because every RE game, I don't think there's a single RE game where you only ever play as one character, right?
Yeah.
What about
aside from Dead Aim, I think.
Survivor?
Yeah, I think Survivor might be one of the only ones.
Yeah.
But I think because of those leaks, there's now a ton of people.
Gaiden has Barry and Leon.
Oh.
I think there's a ton of people speculating that Grace is only like one of the two playable characters, and maybe the other playable character is someone that's primarily third person with a first person toggle, and that might be a character who's more like action focused. But I don't know. So maybe that other character is someone like not Joe, and maybe like this guy over here. I don't know.
I feel weirdly, oddly attacked.
I will say that if it is like a returning character like Leon that's returning, I feel like that's a little bit of a bummer. I feel like I would personally prefer cool new characters or like characters we've barely seen return. Like add Sheva.
Yeah.
Add Sheva. Give her a ton of guns and you play as her.
She's already added. Didn't you see her in the trailer?
Oh yeah, that's
Helena.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
but she has no ties to Raccoon City.
I think I'll be surprised if the other playable character, if there is one that you play for a big part of the game, is like defaulting to third person. It would be very, very interesting approach if they're doing that, but I think I'll be surprised. I think I'll just assume that most of the game is designed to be a first person, but I guess we'll see.
From what people said from the demo, like on the toggle, like it even specifically said that first person was recommended.
Yeah.
At least we have the option.
Yeah, I won't need to wait for Sectus to make a mod to make the game playable for me, like with RE8, where it gave me really terrible motion sickness.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely good that they're adding that as an option, even though I'm not too keen on it being primarily first person.
The worst part is like RE7 had an FOV slider, so I was able to find a setting where I could play through that no problem. For some reason, they didn't have that in RE8.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like a standard feature to have in games.
The FOV slider wasn't enough for me.
So I was in the same boat where it was like I could play the RE8 for like 5 minutes and I would just be like, then Sectus made a FOV slider mod and I was like, oh, thank God I can play this game now.
Yeah, even with that, RE8 was not playable for me. Like, it wasn't playable for me until the third-person mod.
I didn't even... Well, actually, that's a lie. I did the Roast DLC, so I have played in third person.
Still haven't touched the Roast DLC.
I don't think I bought the game until the third-person mod was made.
It's fine.
I guess one topic that would be nice to cover, especially since we have several people here who are modders, like the modding situation.
Okay,
with,
well,
yeah.
Yes, I'm here. I'm the best modder.
Yeah, Capcom hasn't been taking the greatest stance against modding with their recent RE titles.
I probably should have made like a dedicated video to this because Capcom has been doing some pretty bad stuff with the recent titles. So like Dragon's Dogma 2, that added a check where if any file exists, if the game tries to load a file from the natives directory, then it'll just crash on purpose. So that basically was their way to like try to stop one of the most common modding methods, which is like basically invalidating entries in the archive files to make it load loose files outside of them. On a related note, it's very funny how they implement that check because I think the game quite simply checks if is natives in the path at all from where you like from where it's like loading files. So that means if you, I guess no one would ever do this, but if you end up ever installing Steam to a folder called natives, the game just won't run at all. It'll just crash on boot up, which is pretty funny.
I can confirm i4, 2, and 3 do that on the macOS ports now as well.
Annoying.
Yeah,
because those probably are
no one's modding
those.
Those.
Probably updated engine versions, so that probably has the check implemented.
Yeah,
and then Monster Hunter Wilds, our engine version there did even more stuff. That also prevented modified packs from being loaded. So that means like right now we're kind of like well, thankfully we have Prey Dog and this RF framework tool where he is disabling a bunch of these checks, and like thanks to that tool we are able to mod Monster Hunter Wilds. But I'm kind of worried that Capcom will just double down on this. I mean, they're doing a whole bunch of random nonsense. Like RE8 had that check where every single time you hurt an enemy, it would calculate the hash of all executable code in memory, and it would just completely destroy the performance.
Yep.
And Wilds does something very similar to a smaller degree that also destroys performance for people, and it's so stupid because it's not helping. Like this doesn't help anything. If you're trying to prevent piracy, just have a good de novo implementation and leave it at that. Like for instance, RE3 remake had few of these things. It never got cracked until Capcom officially removed de novo. You don't have to do all this extra nonsense you're doing. Like it's not helping.
Please don't add anti-tampering that makes the game stutter every time I kill an enemy next time.
So I'm kind of worried what they'll do with future RNG titles because I don't like this current trend. Like it's especially I mean, there's so many things to do. They also like try to prevent any kind of debugger from being attached, like auto crash. It'll auto crash if you try to modify any code in memory. Like it's very weird. I like early this year I briefly did some modding stuff with Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that's like a AAA title. It's heavily monetized, and they don't seem to have any kind of like anything remotely close to Capcom's anti-type. Like I can attach a debugger and it's fine. I can modify code in memory and it's fine. And I don't understand why Capcom is being so silly.
I will personally take responsibility for this because my baby mod for RE8 made the Japanese news. So, I'll just say that it's my fault.
Wow.
They saw it and they were disgusted, as they should have been.
Well done.
I guess that's
Ruined it
fair.
for us all.
You're welcome.
But also, modern this game's going to be, if we ever even get into that, because they're going to have specific models for like first-person hands, arms, and then the third-person models.
Possibly, yeah. If it works anything like RE8's third-person mode, which uses different character models, yeah.
Even RE3, when that first-person sequence has a whole separate model.
Yeah.
For every different costume and every different character that's playable.
It's awful.
Oh no. I think we've gone through all of the topics I've written down in my notes now.
So, what do we think about the voices in the trailer?
The voice acting seems fine, I think.
Not the voice acting, but like, do we think we know the voices or no?
Oh.
Like, lots of people saying like,
let us
there's like,
check.
oh, Jill Valentine and like Chris, but you know, I don't hear it.
Let us check here.
Great Sasquatch. Great Sasquatch.
He'll be talking eventually.
Has Nathan Dempsey been in the games before, or is this new character?
I think it's new character.
Yeah, I don't recognize his voice. Wow, it sounds
Alvin
just
the
like
Chipmunk?
Ashley. She's a mouse.
Wow.
I'm like cartoon characters, maybe from like a cartoon show.
Okay. Your eyes on the prize. The Rumble Hotel. I know. That's where your mother was murdered.
Hello.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace. Grace.
Is the audio out of sync with the trailer?
Yeah, it's out of sync for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, I guess it's more like voices in this part of the trailer you're alluding to. That might be different characters. It should be in sync now, I think.
Stay close.
So
Well, that's Alyssa.
Jill.
That has to be Alyssa, right? That's probably Alyssa.
Well, you know, I thought Alyssa too.
I thought Alyssa, I don't know.
They're coming.
I guess that's also Alyssa, I don't know.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. A special one.
That's Azoth.
Miss Ashcroft.
Haunting Ground?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it has to be him. That's Wham. That's just Inception.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Apparently that's Chris. I don't think so.
Yeah, apparently people say that's Jeff Shane, but I don't hear it.
I don't
It's definitely
hear
not.
that.
I could see it maybe be him if he was told to like actually make his Chris different from Carlos this time around.
That would
Maybe
Like,
that's
one-
Chris, the guy on the floor.
Whoa.
Why does the Wham sound so loud? Wow!
Now see, that's definitely Excella.
One theory I had was like that the voices that we hear could also be of Outbreak characters, like revisiting their memories while you play as Alyssa, potentially. Make sense?
Yeah, I don't know. I at least don't
Like
recognize any of their voices.
The only voice, and it's not even a guarantee. Like this, you see this shit. I think that's what you said. Anyway, I forgot already. I could see that maybe be Chris because I can hear the Jeff Shine in that, and I could imagine they maybe went, "Hey, can you like do something with your voice so you don't just sound like Carlos?" Because that threw people off for a while in RE8. That's kind of on us, by the way. No knock against you. Like,
I
so
also
I could see them maybe go, "Hey, tweak that."
With the potential Chris voice, I heard like a rumor or whatever, a speculation that it could be Kevin from Outbreak, but again, just speculation.
That'd be cool. Like he was part
I
of
like
the RPD.
how I think RE fans are just Star Wars fans. Like every single theory has to be connected to something from the past. It can't be something new. It has to be someone returning or something returning from previous games. Like every single theory is that. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It feels silly to me.
Dude, I just want Jill.
I mean, I think my favorite one of those was for the daughters in Resident Evil 8.
It was
that, that it was
Yeah,
Claire
I remember this.
Jill,
Oh god, there's been so many weird theories of it. Like, I remember back with RE5, like that one big. I forget the name. Like the guy,
Allison?
the big monster you fight like on the jeep.
the Executioner.
No,
Or
like
the
On the G.
Oh, the El
Oh,
Gigante.
the El Gigante.
yeah.
There was some people theorizing that was Barry mutated.
Oh my god.
Like, people like I don't trust RE fans.
What?
It was because the El Gigante compared to RE4 had a beard, and Barry has a beard, so clearly it must be Barry.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and it's
We also had like Allison with Sherry.
Sherry in RE6 was Ashley.
Yeah.
I think when they initially revealed Jill in RE5, where it was just her eyes, that was apparently also Sherry at first, according to people.
you know what my hope is with the story and characters in this game. I just want good writing. That's what I hope for. I feel
Whatever
like that's.
Raccoon City retcon they're doing with this, it better be good.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's the
otherwise
kind of
it's just
stuff where
gonna
I'm
be mad.
thinking that they're doubling more on like fan service and actually like writing a proper, like good story, which is something I would love to see from Ari.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep.
But I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of the game because I like RE4 remake. I thought it was super good, and it just reminded me that like I like it when RE has like really compelling gameplay, and I feel like most of the RE engine RE titles they've kind of struggled on that front for me, especially RE7 and RE8. So I mean, I'll most likely play this at launch, but I'm uncertain how much I'll like it.
Yeah,
I feel like-
how I feel as well.
Yeah, same.
I'm in a potential just wait and see, but maybe I'll just watch people play through it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there many RE games that you skipped?
No.
Because I don't know,
Correct.
maybe
Playthrough
Like,
RE8, but-
I skipped RE7 for about 3 years.
Yeah, me too.
And then
I also
Ali
skipped it for about 3 years until you convinced me to play it, you monster.
Yeah, so funny story about that. Ali threw a copy of that game at my face, and I played it, and I was like, Sectus, now you have to play it. I
Oh,
don't know
it's so
why you
bad.
have
I
to."
hate it so much. I mean, I understand it
You're
has its
very
parts, but oh
welcome.
god, I can't stand that game. I don't know. I played Resident Evil Survivor over it, to be honest.
I think I waited
Yeah,
until
Survivor's
RE8 was
funny.
announced before I played it.
RE8 I did play that day one, but I think that's
Grace!
I'm also just kind of going,
Grace!
I didn't really enjoy either of those. And if this is
Yeah,
more of
no,
that, maybe I should for once just go,
My office.
not, like, maybe not spend my time on that.
I feel like I
I
have
really
like a
like the
twisted
remakes.
sense of obligation because I've been running this YouTube channel for a long time and I've been uploading playthroughs of basically every RE game, so I almost feel like, oh yeah, I guess it's just something I have to do, is it? I don't know.
I see. The thing is, it's weird for me because like I don't have a big YouTube channel or anything like that, but I still feel like I'm a big Resident Evil fan.
Put a hold on.
I kind of have to, right?
We found
Kind of
another
have
body.
to.
No, you don't
One
have
that exhibits
to.
the same pathology
Like,
as
there's
the
that part of me
others.
that's like, you have to. It's Resident Evil. Like, you
No.
played all the others. You played
No,
all the
you-
weird
no.
ones.
Okay.
You have a.
I think
you have a-
no, I
copy of
think
Resident
we
Evil
were
Survivor
doing
on
the
your
right
shelf?
choice for 3 years of not playing RE7. I think that was the right thing to do. Like you shouldn't play something you don't enjoy, to be completely honest.
Hotel.
I mean, I was hoping I would enjoy it, to be fair, and then I didn't, and then I still beat it for some reason. I just sat there like,
That's where your mother
woo.
was murdered.
I mean, I
I
don't
think
want to
this
be
game
too
originally
negative
Revolution
also
3.
though.
Alyssa died.
This game at least has a main character with a face and personalities. That's already like a big plus
Yeah,
compared to
I mean,
RE7 or
we are
RE8.
off to a good start here, and I think it's cool that we're having some Outbreak stuff being brought into like the main verse. That's pretty darn neat.
And I sounded like a Star Wars
Canon.
RE fan again.
But I remember seeing that
And
this
then
game
I
was
love the part
meant
where
to be...
Anakin Skywalker just showed up and like was like that he destroyed the Tyrant with a force choke. Thank you.
I remember this game was meant to be like Revelations 3, but it was changed in development. Was that right?
Wasn't that I8? That was Village.
I don't even know anymore.
They
I lost
say
track
that
of
for like
Revelations
every
3.
game these days.
Yeah. I think
I
Village
I
had
lost
the
track of
strongest one for
Revelations
that.
3 ages ago.
there's been a lot of rumor quote leak stuff over there that is just blatantly wrong. So like some leaks are right, other stuff is just super wrong. So I don't know. I wouldn't put too much into that kind of stuff. Like unless it's like a
being very horrible
proper
around that.
confirmation, I would just ignore it.
And I also still do want to apologize for being a negative Nancy. Like, if you love RE7 and R8, that's awesome, and I'm super happy for you, genuinely.
I
Or
love
if you're an
RE5.
Outbreak fan that's really into this.
They just were not for me.
Well, we do actually have some other RE news.
What news?
I don't think Sectors included screenshots for it in the podcast because I also just thought of it like 4 seconds ago. But
iOS has ended.
Huh?
Well, that, but also after like 4 or 5 years, there's finally an update on the situation with Resident Evil Raccoon City.
Huh?
Oh.
That one that was taken off Steam? And you can't buy it anymore? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find a corner and cry.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, the situation's not great. The same applies to Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And I
Yeah.
think
Is this different from the stuff that I covered a few weeks ago on my YouTube channel?
Maybe.
Did you? I might have missed that.
Yeah, is this like the Games on the Live stuff, but they're like just kind of removed it in like a hacky way?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had that as a separate video that I posted like 1 or 2 weeks ago. It is yeah, it is it's baffling to me because why don't they just modify the source code and recompile it? I don't understand why they're taking this approach. I'm kind of curious.
Will they be able to purchase it again? Oh no.
I think it's not purchasable at this moment still.
Yeah, you still can't buy any of them.
I guess we could just quickly summarize that these games were delisted, I think 4 years ago now.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's Lost Planet 2, Lost Planet Colonies, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. They were taken down because I think you weren't able to get the new games with live keys anymore. I think that's why they were taken down. And now they're finally patching the games, but they're not true patches. They're not taking the source codes and like doing proper modifications. They're taking the old binaries and basically modifying like compiled code so that it doesn't try to go online with games when it's live anymore. And I mean, the bright side is that they have actually managed to fix a few bugs using this method, which seems like a nightmare to do without source code. Like they fixed a bug in Lost Planet 2 where it doesn't run if you have like 6 or more CPU cores.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the approach they went with means that you can't play online anymore. It also means that you're forced to play with a new save file next time you boot the game up now. And I'm assuming they're going to release the games, but this approach is not ideal.
As of right now, they have not been relisted yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Capcom behaves in weird ways sometimes. I mean, I don't know, they must be stinking rich since they release so many games that are insanely popular and sell extremely well. Surely they can afford having people just properly patch these games. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes,
so.
It seems wonky.
Whoa! Did I just see clipping on his shoe?
Oh no! Did you?
Maybe.
Did we?
Keep going forward. When she turns around.
Well, I'm paying attention.
Maybe it was the lighting. It might have been the lighting.
Oh, I see foot.
It was probably the lighting.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a lot. Oh,
and that's another month delay.
Good.
We're looking at May currently.
I thought it was like lighting, though. I don't know.
I think it's lighting.
I think it's just a shame. Yeah.
Oh wait,
there's
go back.
Weird
so
outline. Oh, there's some ghosting around the hair actually. If you go back.
Oh no! Don't ruin hairstyles for me.
Oh, that's another month. We're looking at June.
Like there's some like weird like outline ghosting effect around the hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the
Whoa.
same thing in the Pragmata trailer. I think it's the
Yeah.
depth of field. It's not blending very well with the depth of field effect.
This happens a lot. I've noticed with like games in general.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Like,
think
yeah,
the
there's
new-
some serious like ghosting effect around it.
I want to say the new version of Yakuza 0 on Switch 2 also has that, which is weird.
But we're pecking it so like nitpicky.
Well, that
when we
confirms
don't really
this
see that too
beard
much.
is not hair strands then, if it's not doing it on this guy's beard.
It
Because yeah, it's doing it on her hair here as well.
doesn't seem as bad right here. It's very blurred with the compression artifacts though. You know what we should do?
What?
Need to go invent a time machine, go back to 2012 or 2013 and make sure Capcom does not cancel the sequel to RE6. Because they were
agree.
making a
That's-
direct sequel
yep,
to that.
yep.
I want
How,
that
how
game.
do we do that?
How does it end? With Jake?
How do we prevent that?
You steal
Well-
a TARDIS.
Yeah,
and
I like
then,
this.
Or you find Doc Brown. We have to go back.
Great
Marty.
Scott! We need to
go
save
back.
President Evil Marty! I just sound like Admiral Akbar. It's not my background at all.
Get ready!
The Empire's cancelled RE7!
Watch out for homing rockets! Any other topics? Any more ranting? Any more rude things we should say?
Why do you make a movie that's hyped up with Jill is back and then the next game doesn't have any Jill in it? God damn it, Capcom.
I think
Bold of you
because
to assume their departments talk
Clearly,
to each
I
other.
mean, I am obviously the fool. I'm fully aware, but I'm still pissed.
I will say that I will be rude and say, by this point, fans should have learned that you don't pay too much attention to what happens between games. Like RE8 corrupted BSAA, I guess that's also just dropped entirely. Like they keep doing it.
Yep.
No, they'll probably just be done off screen.
I think
mean,
that's the
the
same as not really doing it, though.
I mean, yeah.
What is the organization in
mention
7 and 8 called again? Like the Connections or whatever?
The
That's
Connect-
completely
Drive
wrong.
Yeah, so it was just family.
Yeah, they also didn't follow
Neo
up on.
TriStar.
They didn't follow up on like the family. They didn't follow up like the bad guys in Revelation 1 surviving. They didn't follow up on Alex Wesker being Natalia's body. I don't know. They don't plan stuff like this far ahead. They kind of just. I feel like they're handling each game by itself. Which mean I don't think that's necessarily bad because I think some of the story threads are best just forgotten. I feel like that Natalie, Alex Wesker, I think they're all just stupid. So let's just pretend it never happened. I feel like that's a good.
I want to see Alex Wesker at that birthday party that we're going to. I want to see how
Gosh,
she's
oh,
copes
no.
with that.
Oh, no.
Bitch.
I want that chocolate.
I have a question. Do we think, regardless of like leaks and rumors, do we think the second player character is someone we know already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, yeah, because RE7 had Chris, RE8 had Chris.
So we're having Chris again.
It'll be some veteran, probably Chris. It wouldn't surprise me at this rate.
Rachel.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it'll be a veteran character because they know that, hey, that does have some pull.
Yeah.
I think
Is the potential also, could it just be Alyssa is the second playable character and we just have more guns as her?
That would actually be cool.
That's
if it's Alyssa.
that's.
That would actually be neat.
I would be more into that to be honest. But I have a hunch that leaks online could be correct. And as I said earlier, just please think of the poor developers. Like I've like if you go online and just look at developers' reactions to leaks and stuff. They're not happy. I've also talked with developers myself that worked on various titles, like ran to me about this kind of stuff. They get seriously pissed off by leaks, which makes me super bummed out each time it happens.
I hope it's
I'll be
Helena
mad at each
Harper.
other. That'd be good.
I'll give it a Chava. Maybe it's Rebecca.
Carlos?
Maybe it's
Rebecca?
Yeah, Rachel.
Tufu?
I'm okay with
Tofu?
Rachel. I'm not sure how she
Rachel?
survived, but I would be okay with Rachel.
Yeah.
Or what was it called? Like the really angry tofu in RE2 remake, like Cognac?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Cognac. Yeah.
I was a big fan of him and his screaming. It was incredible.
how
Just
many
like
optional outfits will we
Anyone.
have?
Hmm.
Ethan didn't have any.
I imagine at least one.
One where she has a jacket on and one where she doesn't.
Should we talk about how Capcom is willing to be super scandalous in the CG movies, but they're not scandalous in the games anymore with outfits?
Scandalous.
Did you see the cleavage of that one person in the movie in Death Island?
That's
That's illegal in the games now.
Look at that cleavage! Wow.
Yeah, Rachel can't
my
return
goodness.
because she's not allowed anymore.
What cleavage are we talking about?
The Capcom like morals department or whatever it's
Yeah.
called, that was like saying that outfits need to be like less skimpy and like less like
What?
sexualized.
What about Chris
Yeah, look-
Saylor?
like Ada's original iPhone outfit was.
Oh yeah, with the boob window and the
Boob
open
cutout.
back.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
so silly.
I think Capcom has gone woke. Sorry, I take that back. That's horrible. I take that
Oh
all
my
back.
gosh.
That's I
Whoa.
feel
I like
dirty.
the
We need to
Alright.
restart this
feel dirty now. I'm
podcast.
sorry,
We
yeah,
need to
let's
redo
just
the
start
whole
from
thing.
scratch.
Yeah.
Hello, I think they're now
Oh,
sorry
welcome
died.
back.
Oh wow.
May not be appropriate for children.
Oh, is this in color or is this grayscale?
I can't tell. What's the color of the
Huh?
tree?
Oh, it's purple.
Purple.
It's chromatic aberration.
By the way, we had some troubleshooting issues at the start of this, where the trailer was in black and white for a while. That was interesting.
There's a red herb.
Do you think is a herb? Can you eat this?
Yeah,
Maybe.
the whole thing.
I need a
Full heal.
herb.
I think we're starting to run out of stuff to talk about now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a
Maybe.
vending machine?
You can buy
Okay,
chocolate.
okay, we could do this for another hour. Okay, let's
Whoa.
go.
Is that a popcorn machine?
Oh, this is hard. This is so difficult to look at.
Look at that red tie. Wow.
Okay, they're selling something blue, something red, something other blue, green. Okay. Oh,
Are they selling washing detergent?
wow.
What do we think the healing will be? Will it be herbs or like poison?
Oh,
or-
that's confirmed. It's syringes.
yeah.
The people playing the demo,
Syringes?
syringes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just stab
Oh my
yourself.
God.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's why it's rated 17 mature for
Oh my
drug
God,
use.
Drugs.
Oh,
We don't condone
Um,
drugs. How much do you think your character will examine things? Like, the lighter that she's holding, do you think you pick that up somewhere and go like, oh, look at this lighter. It's so shiny and you can spin it and stuff.
This is no
Yes.
computer. I don't know.
Wow, your tax dollars at work, eh?
Did you see that phone?
Now here's a weird fucking door.
Oh, I love Carlos and Arthur. He has some
I-
good
I-
lines.
I am okay with characters examining stuff in the game if they do it the Carlos RE3
Yeah.
remake method.
yep.
That was very
Yeah.
Welcome me on.
This is Nathaniel Bard. Open the door, please.
Yeah.
Open sesame.
Do we
Oh,
know
come on,
who's
open up, you piece of
writing
shit.
the dialogue and story for this game?
RE7 director? I don't know.
Me.
Because
You?
RE8 went in
Whoa.
a very weird direction sometimes, with like them like reference like Chris punching a boulder in a weird way, and they went
That's
places.
That's
And the
because
chakras.
RE8 was written by the guy who wrote Spec Ops: The Line instead
I
of
thought it was
like
just what?
Capcom doing it in house.
I thought it was just 7.
I think that was just 7, wasn't
Was
it?
that 7? I thought it was 8.
Yeah.
No,
I think 7
was
is the
one
only
I
one to have like a
remember.
Western writer.
Okay.
And they made like
I
a big
wonder.
deal out of it. It was like, whoa, look at us. Wow. I was like, okay.
So I have a bad feeling when you see Alyssa, it could be like another videotape sort of situation from RE7 where you just plug it in and then you see Alyssa walking in front of you and then you're the cameraman.
Is that how third person
That would be
works in this game?
Potentially.
Yeah, you actually need to keep up with the character. If they're not in focus, they die. It's
Oh,
like
no.
some escort mission bullshit.
Does that mean the game is co-op? Like a second player is the camera?
That'd be funny.
That's all you get to do, play the camera.
I'm using motion controls.
I'm using a gyro.
Do you think there's going to be co-op in this?
That would be
No.
amazing.
No.
I think the official website says one
There's
player.
one player,
yeah. Yeah.
Will mercenaries
Until I saw that, I
return?
thought.
I
don't
wish,
think
but with
so.
the first person, I don't really see it
Oh,
happen.
There might
RE8
be like a
mercenaries, oh
puzzle
God.
room.
If it's
time
good
attack puzzle.
mercenaries.
Maybe like a boss rush.
RE8 was not good mercenaries.
It really was not. Even after they tried to fix it.
RE8 was painful.
It was just raid mode.
RE4 was good.
Yeah, RE4 was simple, but I mean, it was closer to what you would want from mercenaries.
It was just too simple, I think.
I think it was really close to being pretty much what I wanted if it just added co-op and also fixed fix the scoring system, because I feel like playing for scores, they made it kind of just stupid, since just spam headshots and just spam the mayhem mode stuff. I feel like that made it kind of mindless.
Boring.
I guess I should. I mean, this is kind of late, but I guess I should be introducing the people in the podcast. Like we have Pvimto here.
Right.
We have
Hi.
ZombieAli. He's done the modding of RE games and stuff. We have Jtegh, Kittius.
Oh, what's going on with your eyes?
She's also done RE modding stuff.
Yes, it's me.
And we have Icewave. You've done you've technically modded. You modded Stalkers 6, didn't you?
I did SoCaliber 6 modding, and I did a little bit of RE6 and RE5 modding, texture-wise.
I also modded RE5.
So professional.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
I
all
know.
modders.
Kinda
We're all
miss it. It was
banned by
actually
Capcom.
fun. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for
We're all
watching.
hated.
Do you guys have any final thoughts? Are there any other topics we should cover regarding this? Because I don't know.
My final thought is, hello and welcome to the Resident Evil 9 podcast.
Oh, no.
Daily podcast.
Hi,
no,
my name is Icewave. Pleasure to be here.
I guess we could probably maybe do another one in August when we have actual gameplay. I hope they show a lot of gameplay though. I don't know. I want to see guns. I want to see how the gunplay works. I want to see how the pew works.
I fear that the demo is going to be the exact same one that was used behind closed doors. Because that is also what happened with Resident Evil 2 Remake at Gamescom 6 years ago when I went there.
I'm not sure if that's
the Gamescom demo was the same one as before. So, yeah.
I hope France gets the game early and then ZombieAli somehow gets there.
That was great.
Before I end this, I just want to quickly just talk about other stuff that I've been working on recently. I've been trying to reverse engineer Prince of Persia 2 and 1 and re-implementing those games from scratch. So this is the stuff I've been working on. This is one of the levels spring, another level being rendered, another level. So many things I've implemented.
This is too hard.
Debug text I'm rendering. Like I've gotten pretty good progress. I would have mentioned that because I like this reverse engineering a game from scratch, like trying to go through the binary and rewriting the code from scratch. It's painful. And I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy, to be honest.
Wait, it says active players 5. Do you see right there?
Yes, I've actually added co-op support already. Like you can play this co-op now.
Whoa,
that's actually really cool.
And I also want to quickly mention that Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remastered are out and available right now. You should buy many copies. And
I have about copies.
Is this an AI horse? What's going on here?
I don't know. I think there's a famous painting. I'm fairly sure there's like a famous painting. So you should go back in time and ask what that guy was doing. And I guess I haven't officially said this on my YouTube channel that I single-handedly made this remaster by myself.
Wow.
Well, I mean that's a complete lie. But I did do some programming on this. I was involved, but I guess there were many other people involved. So I was kind of slightly lying. This is a very good image.
That's a good screenshot.
I can't believe Kuma made it into Tomb Raider.
Cats.
Oh, this is developer secrets. These 2 cats worked on the game. True facts.
Whoa!
Wow. They press buttons.
That is.
What are the names of the cats? That's like the most important topic of this whole podcast. What's the name of these cats?
Aren't they in the credits?
Yeah, I think they are. I forget, but yeah, I think they're actually mentioned in the credits.
Oh.
And while we're on the topic, isn't there like a bundle now where you can buy both the remasters in one game?
Yes.
Definitely on PlayStation.
There is.
Is maybe on the other services too.
It's on Steam and I believe actually on Switch as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on PlayStation as well.
I don't want to rebuy it.
You don't
I
have
just want them
to.
to be together already.
I mean, it's literally the same thing as buying the 2 games separately.
Yeah, they're still separate titles.
It doesn't combine them into one. It's just like, oh, you buy them, you get both of the collections.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Any stuff you guys been working on you want to mention?
Work?
6 years ago, I made a Resident Evil Tetris game.
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
Oh
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
That was cool.
I played it.
I mean, I've been working on a bunch of other game projects that I can't talk about because of work. Nothing major though. No Tomb Raider, I can say that.
Where's Tomb Raider 12?
Yeah, where is that?
Well, they didn't hire me.
Oh yeah.
Because I live in Europe.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Well, I
think
guess is that it? Is that our final thoughts? Nothing else to say?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
I have one final thing I want to say. I really miss Jill Valentine.
I'm sorry, Icewave.
Thank you for your time.
I mean, I guess one more question before we leave. So this is being made by the same team that made RE7 and RE9, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had one other team that made RE4 remake and RE2 remake. What do you guys think that team is working on now?
RE5 remake.
I kind of hope it's Code Veronica remake.
I think unfortunately it will be a Code Veronica remake.
You wouldn't me.
There is also
way more into that than an RE5 remake, I'll be honest.
Oh god,
there is also
I thought Jill was a favorite
one
character.
remake.
You can mod Jill into Code Veronica.
Jil is my favorite character, but the thing is, like, Code Veronica is a
You
game
love
where I'm like,
even more.
I liked him in Darkside Chronicles, weirdly enough. I actually
Oh,
really liked the way it reworked him in that game. I was like,
said
this
I was
is more him.
sorry. Father!
The thing is, he doesn't do that in
Help
Darkside Chronicles. Like,
me.
I don't know. It's just I think Darkside had like a good idea for him,
And then like Claire falls for him by the end of the game. Like, what the hell, Claire? Have some standards. Oh god.
I just think Code Veronica has like a cool setting. I think it has a cool concept. I think like just really cool ideas all around that could really shine with like a remake.
I hope it's
So,
RE4
like,
remake. I hope it's. I'll take. RE4 remake was super fun to play. Just do more of that in using RE5. I would take it, and then do RE6, and then stop there.
Remake too. I would play an RE5 remake too. It's just I would love to see Code Veronica get some.
Do you know Jill's in RE5?
Yeah, for like an hour.
Yeah. Do you know how many hours she's in Code Veronica?
0, I know.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
I like
Claire
Claire
if they
Trist too.
remake RE6, they could finally do RE6 Part 2.
Oh.
We get to play as Jake waiting in the desert for a few minutes.
I would have to buy more copies then. I own like 60, maybe 70 plus copies of RE6, no more.
That's not enough.
You did buy every possible version.
It's currently a tower in my room. It's bad.
It's beautiful.
No, it's bad.
If fan speculations are right, and Grace is going to be first-person horror at gameplay, and you have another character who's all-out action, maybe third person, that kind of reminds me of what they tried to do with RE6. We'll have like mix all kind of playstyles, have some sections of horror based, other sections of more action. Was RE6 just like the best RE game all along? The answer is yes.
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing.
Yes.
Isn't RE6 the remaster that's literally selling the best continuously?
Somehow every fiscal quarter they keep finding new sold copies of RE6, and it's always like 250,000 or something.
It's like quite a lot every time.
But I mean, we all know that's all of Ali's like stack of copies.
I mean, absolutely, but still, it's just important to keep in mind how RE6 is like the one that's like skyrocketing every quarter.
Yeah, it is. It is still managing to sell really well. Like it would be interesting to know how many RE fans like the game because its reputation online is great, but at the same time, I mean,
I feel like people come around on it.
Yeah, people are playing it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was probably always a big part of the big group of people who always liked it. It's just that I don't know.
Vocal minority of people who hate it.
There's a part of me that feels like that because RE7 kind of went back to like scary horror stuff, people sort of looked at RE6 and just went, "Oh, it's just like its own little thing now." I feel like people were just upset at it because like, "Oh, where's my horror?" And now that they have it back, it's like, "Oh, yeah, RE6 is a fun little thing."
It also sold extremely well when it first launched. Like, I mean, they did lower the price pretty quickly, but still, it sold millions when it launched. So I don't know. Just saying.
I mean, it's one of the best-selling RE titles. To this day, it's still one of the best-selling ones.
And you know, actually, this image is pretty accurate to RE6 as well, because somehow Raccoon City returned, and it's a Raccoon City reunion.
I'll give RE6 this at the very least. At least in RE6, they only mention it by name. And they did callbacks in like the currency that we're in, but they did kind of overdo. Like, if you take a shot for every time Leon says Raccoon City in RE6, you're not making it through the third chapter.
Back for more. What's
just
wrong,
like
fellow viewers? I think I just shot the president.
That's my favorite line. I love it. Like, he delivers that in the worst way possible.
At least the wipers work.
They need to double down on Leon being an idiot. I prefer that him just being a stupid person. That's it's so good.
Ari,
like crashing
the world was
cars.
not. The world was not ready for RE6 Leon. Like, he was a gift.
He was.
It was very
like
good.
Matthew
I mean, they did kind of do it
and...
in 4 Remake, where he does one-liners. He's like, I hope I don't have to write a report on this, that kind of stuff. And like,
nights.
Bill me for the repairs later.
Yeah, after he set a cow on fire.
He's my favorite DSO agent.
Your favorite DSO agent in Dead by Daylight?
He's my yes.
But yeah, RE6 Leon, he's an idiot, but he's a lovable idiot.
And I think that's a perfect time to call it.
I guess we can call it here. So yeah, if the gameplay they're releasing August is just the Grace demo that people played, I feel like might not be enough material for new podcasts. I have no idea when a new podcast will happen. I'm pretty bad at this YouTube thing these days, to be completely honest. I guess if something happens, it happens. I guess, but yeah, I guess I think we'll just call it here. Yeah. Somehow Raccoon City returned. Boy.
I miss Jill.